Welcome back to NTV News First Edition. Have you ever done this? You pull into your driveway, you turn off the ignition, and then you just sit there for a minute or five in the silence. Maybe you scroll on your phone, maybe you sing some songs, or maybe you just enjoy the time when you're not needed by anyone for that little tiny bit of time. Well, it turns out many social media users are identifying this as an increasing trend. Well, Dr. Janine Hubbard is here to talk about all this in this week's Get Psyched with Dr. Janine. Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, thanks.
So do you ever just sit in your car after work or anything?
Absolutely. I do find sometimes it's in the parking lot at work, even before I kind of venture off. I'm really lucky that I have close access to some short detours where I can look at water, whether it's a pond or a lake or the ocean, and you just take those couple of minutes. I'm less likely to be on the phone because that means I'm not giving myself a break, but it's just those couple of minutes to breathe and just reset. And in fact, I know some people who actually need to do that in the morning before they go to work if it's been, a really hectic home situation. And in order to get in the right headspace to go to work, they need those couple of minutes.
So what is it about the inside of our vehicles that make it such a powerful decompression bubble?
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, we can control the environment. We can crank some tunes. Maybe we are looking at our phones. But we have this perception of anonymity and safety and just kind of that, I can handle this. I'm always reminded of this in the spring when suddenly the windows roll down and I realized that, my singing along to the tune, or I might have gotten caught at a stop sign one time drumming away to wipe out, with people in the car next to me laughing at me. But you know what? It's our safe space. So it absolutely can help to just kind of bridge that gap, because we know how important it is to create distance between home life and work life.
What are the upsides of doing that? And what are the downsides?
Sure. Well, and we really noticed this during COVID when people were working from home and weren't having even those 10 or 15 minutes of a short commute, and people started driving around the neighborhood or going for a walk. Really, it helps to kind of settle any unfinished business you have at work. It can wait till tomorrow. You kind of put it to bed. And it gives you that reset that you are then in the space to be able to enjoy, your personal life, whatever that might look like, without it kind of spilling over. So really important in terms of it reduces stress, it improves your relationships. It has huge benefits. It doesn't have to be your car, but some kind of mental reset and pause between the two.
When does it, I know I've been caught just sitting in my car for, not 5 minutes, maybe 20 minutes until my husband calls and says, are you okay? You've been sitting out in your car for a long time. So when does it become not such a great thing?
And I've done this as well. So yes, I've sat in the parking lot and finished off emails, or been scrolling mindlessly, or, looking up news stories in ways that's not actually kind of giving me that mental break. Unless it's, I have one last email to send off and then I can put things away. So you want to be mindful of what you're doing, and is it helping, or is it, kind of causing more distress? You know what? A little bit of distance is always helpful, but maybe alert your family that you're fine and you just need a few minutes, and it is amazing how much more refreshed you can be with that distance, and you can be your best self in all of those environments. So it could be a bench, it could be taking a walk, but the car for a lot of us really is that kind of safe space. And I hadn't realized it was becoming a thing, but hopefully I'll be really curious to hear the audience's reaction. Is this something you've noticed you're doing? Or maybe you're doing and hadn't fully realized? Apparently it's a thing.
Apparently it's a thing. It's a thing for me, for sure. Dr. Hubbard, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Tony.